Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. I'm glad you see it now. I want to move on now to another story, a non-Trump story. Believe it or not, there is a non-Trump story in this world. It's amazing, but there is. While in this country, we continue to, the assault on workers continues. News is coming out of Europe that basic income could become a reality in several countries. Basic income is a policy in which citizens get money just for being citizens of that country. They get a monthly check, a stipend, just for being there. Just happy to be there, right? You are paid for existing. Local authorities across the Netherlands are currently running trials to award every citizen unconditional money from the state. Now, of course, when we Americans hear this, when we're told of this idea, it makes our Protestant work ethic burn. It makes our heads throb and we start twitching weirdly. It just impacts us. Getting money without working? What's next? An accountable, verifiable voting system? It's just not how things are done. But in fact, think about this. What is work? Work was initially done so we could survive. You had to plant food, you had to take care of the farm, take care of the kids, and build your house. You had to do that to survive. Then later, work was done to build things that weren't necessarily for you, but they were still very important to, society. Building railroads, putting in electricity, growing the society as a whole in various important ways. Now, however, with advancements in technology, only a small percentage of work is done to survive or to make something crucial. Instead, a lot of work is moving numbers around on a screen to enrich people, or making a new video game, or managing someone's social media, or whatever. It's all bullshit. Sure, if it's your passion, have at it. If you love social media, then do that. That's great. But if we're all working our asses off for bullshit that we hate, if you hate it, then what kind of life is that? Why are we wasting our existence with that? Basic income solves that problem. It also solves a ton of other problems. You wouldn't need food stamps for people. Homelessness would be nearly wiped off the map. People could afford health care, which should be free anyway. Basically, you'd have a much better society, a better existence. But we here in the US won't even consider it because capitalism wants people struggling. Capitalism loves people struggling. It needs workers just grabbing for pennies. People on the streets is good because you need to fear that. The harder people, the more desperate workers are, the better stocks do. Corporate stocks do well when workers are desperate. That's how capitalism works. So that's why we can't even process the idea of basic income. But in fact, it's a great idea. And with technology going the way it is, it's what needs to happen. It's the next step. That's our show. That's my show that we've put together for you. But we'll have a brand new episode of Redacted tonight, tomorrow night. And if you miss it, you can still get all of this at youtube.com/redacted tonight. Good night, and keep fighting.